All right. We're back. All right, guys. Welcome to Elegant Conversation with Jacqueline Valdez. We have Miss Fitz Koehler here. She's a cancer survivor, and she has written a book that's coming out in October, and it's My Noisy Cancer Comeback. So, so tell me about your journey when you first got diagnosed, because it's been now a year or two, right? Or longer.
It feels like no time at all has passed, and like it's been forever. But yeah, I mean, the long and short of it is late December of 2018, I had a clean mammogram, and I'm a fitness professional, and it's been part of my platform my whole life is early detection, annual exams, etc. And so went in for my annual exam in December, and I was sent home with a clean bill of health. And less than 7 weeks later, I was in Disney World in a hotel, and I did like this. I itched my under boob, and I thought, oh crap, there's something there. It shouldn't be there. And it felt like a black bean, like a hard bean. And you know, it took me less than 30 seconds to pick up the phone and make that appointment. And so that's really one of the things I want people to do. I want them all to make their annual exams, but I want them to squeeze their stuff. Okay. I had waited till my next annual exam. I'd be dead. I had a very aggressive, fast-moving kind of cancer. And if I didn't find it myself, I'd be a goner. So it's squeeze your stuff. And if you find something, do not delay. Do not wait and talk to your girlfriends or your husband. Don't hem and haw. You pick up the damn phone, you make the damn appointment, and then you jump on it. And, you know, again, it's been my motto for a long time is that if I had any cancer trying to grow in me, I wanted to find the SOB right away so I could kill it. And that's exactly how things played out. Now, the interesting thing, so I had apparently the meanest chemo they give. The doctor told me after the fact, he said, yeah, we threw the book at you. We gave you the meanest stuff. So I had all the chemo, radiation, surgeries. But what makes it very interesting is that I travel the country almost every weekend of the year as a race announcer, and I host 5,000 to 35,000 people per weekend. And as soon as I was diagnosed, I decided two things. I wasn't giving up time with my kids. If they had a special event, I was going to be there. I have two teenagers. And then the other thing was I was not missing out on my career. I'm so fortunate. I adore what I do, and I adore the people I serve. And I just thought, there's no way in hell I'm missing out on any of this. I earned my right on that stage to make it happen. So
that's amazing. How did you find the energy to push through?
That is such a good question. I was completely fueled by adrenaline. And so while I was going through it, I just told everyone I was fine. I never revealed that I was really sick or so. But I would sleep on the bathroom floor of the hotel room. Just, you know, when you have a stomach bug and you sleep, that was me. You know, so many nights out of town, I was sleeping face down on the bathroom floor. And then I would get up and I would put on, you know, whether it was my Wonder Woman tutu or whatever. But the second I stepped on those stages, no matter how sick I was, my runners, my athletes just, they fueled me. And it was, they became my adrenaline, my go-go juice. And I was able to perform at full force. The people I serve. I'm so fortunate to work with, you know, the most amazing humans on earth. So,
and I bet all their love and all their support and their energy was just so encouraging, and you could feel the love.
I was gifted with so much love, so much kindness. Yeah, it was a weird year.
To say the least, I'm sure.
Yeah, but it was also, it was just wonderful, and as it was difficult.
Because you really have been so strong this entire time, and you really have not seen your struggles. You've been so, you know, inspiring and encouraging. And I love that you said, don't be scared to go right away. Don't be scared to speak up. Don't talk to your girlfriends about, just go get seen, because it is better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, and there's nobody that's responsible. Once you're an adult, there's absolutely zero people responsible for your body but you. So, you know, you control what you put in your mouth. You control whether you move. You control whether you investigate. Look at your, you know, your skin. And, you know, if you have a romantic partner, squeeze their stuff. Make it a game. But look, see if someone can find an error or an issue. But,
True. So then do you eat a certain kind of lifestyle? Do you have like a vegan, vegetarian, keto? Is there something that you follow?
So I'm completely anti-diet.
Okay.
None of science that I've learned, through my master's degree. I'm completely anti-diet in every case possible. However, I completely believe in people being carnivores, eating meat. I have too many friends that are chickens. I'm just a bleeding heart for animals. So I'm a vegetarian, but that's actually less for health reasons and more just because I have friends that are chickens. So, yeah. But I eat very nutritiously, lots of produce and lots of nuts and beans and a little bit of chocolate every single day, no matter what. And, I feel good that way.
Yeah. Well, you look amazing and you are cancer-free now, right?
I am cancer-free. Yeah. So I finished chemo in May. It was 15 months of chemo. And I got my, this is great. I finished chemo May 11th. I got my port out June 3rd. That's a little device they embed in you to infuse the chemo drugs. But June 13th, I did a Spartan race.
Wow.
Of course, race in Jacksonville because I just thought, whatever. I'm done with something.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Trying to kill me. Now I'm going to go and live fully. So I dove back in, and then 2 weeks after Spartan, I did a mini triathlon, and I sucked wind the whole time. I hyperventilated through it. I was dead last, and I was probably the most proud of everybody there. So
yeah, because you went through it and you did it and you pushed yourself, and that's amazing.
Yeah, and life is really fun. You just gotta get it right.
Yeah. How do you stay mentally centered? Is there any words of advice that you would give someone who is having a really difficult time with illness?
So I choose joy, and I'm gifted because I'm a joy addict. It's one of my things. But however, perspective reigns always. So it used to be, I remember many years ago, I was at Publix, and I was checking out in the 10 items or less, and there was a 900-year-old woman, and she was writing a check for her 50,000 items. And I was annoyed. I would have never said anything, but I thought, what the hell is she doing here? And then I looked over, and in the checkout lane next to me was the cutest little girl in this shiny Snow White dress and a bald head. And I thought, how dare I complain about this situation when this family is going through so much? So, before chemo and before my cancer, I used to always say, it's not cancer. And no matter what was going wrong, I could turn it off and make it a no big deal. It wasn't cancer. And then all of a sudden it was cancer, but still, my perspective was, well, at least I'm not a kid with cancer. It's not my kid with cancer, and it's not one of the far more lethal types of cancer. So I just chose not to be a brat, not to complain. And even when I was a basket case crying in my car, I still never felt sorry for myself. I felt stressed, but there's always someone who has it worse.
That's so true.
Yeah. And what good does complaining do anyway? That's no good.
Yeah. And it's good that you can just let your emotions out. It's like accept and let go.
Yeah. And I didn't have a choice. I was just like,
yeah.
The amount of time I sat in a stupid swing and cried was, and I'm not a crier, but, the kind of stress that cancer brings is extraordinary.
I can imagine. It affects the whole family.
It did. Yes. Yeah, it's a burden, but it's in my rear view mirror. Thank goodness.
Yay. And so your book that is coming out, tell us about your book. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. So it's called My Noisy Cancer Comeback, Running at the Mouth While Running for My Life. And that about sums it up. And, I wrote the book at first because all sorts of weird things were going on. It went beyond just sickness and fatigue. Wow. It was, excuse my language, batshit crazy. And I thought, nobody tells you this. Like, nobody ever told me I'd be living in the twilight zone. So, even though those things were burdens, I also thought they were funny. I thought, well, people will get a real kick out of this. So that I should tell people. And then, as my journey continued, and I really kept all the gory details private. I thought, I've got an interesting story to share. So it's a 16-month memoir, and I tell all the gory details. It is, it's out. I just let it all hang out. There's ugly photos of my body post-surgery, and,
you're just an open book.
Yeah, yeah. And what I'm hoping that people will gain a few things is, number one, perspective. I think,
right.
excuse me, I think, yeah, perspective, and
Yeah.
then grit, because grit goes a long way no matter what situation you're in.
Yeah.
And then the other great things I've had from my beta readers, the people that have read it so far, to give to be able to write an endorsement is,
right.
You know, I spent half the time laughing, half the time crying.
Oh.
But they said it made them feel, and it was
right.
an easy read. And
nice.
yeah, and then my friends who've already had cancer, all of them said, I wish I had this before I was diagnosed.
Oh, wow.
I wish I had read it. This would have really helped. And
nice.
yeah, so I think it's good, you know.
Yeah, that's so exciting. And where can we find it? Is it going to be on Amazon, or is it going to be at the stores, or?
Yeah, so there will be a hardcover, softcover ebook and audiobook, which was
okay.
hand to record, but it's all done. It will be sold wherever books are sold, so bookstores and Amazon. I will be selling the printed copies at fitzness.com. And so if anyone wants a signed copy, they can come to my website, fitzness.com, and there will also be a fun little gift with purchase, since I'll have the capacity to do that. So
nice. And that's so exciting that you are able to share your story and inspire so many people, and hopefully be able to help someone else who went through it or is going to go through it.
Yeah, I hope it's helpful. You know, I hope it's helpful to people who are sick. I hope it's helpful to people who will never be sick.
Yeah.
I hope it's entertaining. And, you know, some of the things, again, I wish I would have had someone tell me these things. And it's not just for breast cancer, you know, whether you have colon cancer or brain cancer, it's all, some of the treatments are some of the experiences are universal. And, yeah. And then I address some of the weird things people say and do to you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What is an instance that someone has said?
Well, here's interesting. I got diagnosed, and, you know, I had to reveal the truth, what was going on, because I was soon to go bald.
Right.
I got so many messages. I got so many wonderful messages. I'll start there. But immediately following were, hey, just want to let you know my mom died of breast cancer.
Oh.
Thank you. Like, what was I supposed to do with that? I was already so scared. And I can't tell you how many people reached out. Hey, I'm sorry you're diagnosed. Just want to let you know my sister died of breast cancer.
Oh my gosh.
So I know they were trying to connect.
Yes.
And I appreciated that. But also, you know, thank goodness I'm such a sturdy person, because if I were made of anything less than steel, I would have become a basket case. And I already was pretty
because that's pretty traumatizing comment to say.
What a weird thing to say. I mean, and again, people are just trying to connect. Yeah. Followed by the next follow-up good one was, well, it's just hair. And, you know, agreed. So we'll go ahead and say it's a fair exchange for my life. However, you lose your hair to not only, it's not even the disease, it's a treatment. It's a horrible way to lose your hair. And I personally really love my hair. I think whoever has hair. Yeah.
That's kind of a thing having hair.
And so from going to this, you know, 2 foot long hair that I personally deemed beautiful, it didn't matter what other people thought, to bald, and I was cue bald. It was, hearing it's just hair, I thought.
From 0 to 100, But you have gorgeous head and a gorgeous scalp, and you looked good rocking it.
Yeah, I've done my best with it, and you do what you can, right?
Yeah, and I feel like your beauty shines from inside, and that you're so strong, it shines. So I think that, you know, that resonates.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm nothing more than a girl who just has done her best. You know, it's a hard situation.
Yeah, it is difficult. Is there anything else that you have coming up in the future that you want to let the viewers know about?
Well, I desperately want all my races to come back. So I'm just putting it out to the gods of society. Turn society back on, please. Other than that,
yes. COVID, go away.
COVID, go away. I'm ready to lick the doorknobs. I want people back. I want my stranger hugs. Ready for life to return. And I mean, I have all sorts of great resources on my Fitzness channel. So if anybody wants me here or at Facebook, but it's right now my life is about the book. So I hope everyone gets it, tells their friends, and I worked hard on it.
Nice, nice. Is there anything that you want to be remembered by? Or what do you want to be remembered by?
Well, that I helped others live better and longer, that I made good use of this life I had. Yeah, so helping others live better and longer. That's it.
Nice. And you are definitely. And we are so excited for your book to come out. So everyone check out for it, look for it.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much for bringing me to talk about it.
Yes, thank you so much for being a part of the show and for sharing your story with everyone and inspiring so many people.
Of course. And you have the most perfect teeth and smile.
Thank you. You're making me blush.
You're stylish. You got it all going on right now.
Thank you, love. You're so sweet.
Of course. All right.
Thank you so much for today.
Of
Thank
course.
you guys for tuning in. Bye, love.
Bye.